Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crisis 169 coming to you live with Power Spectrum Internet and my YouTube channel, my camera, Tech. I'm here, you're there. Let's get on to it now. Now, to make things perfectly clear, first of all, I must say this. It's the elephant in the room right now. The news is broke that Naomi Judd passed away. She lost her battle with depression. There's no confirming count that she took her own life or an accident overdose or anything. We don't know. I don't know for sure. It's none of my business. The family is probably going through a lot of grief right now. And once again, my condolences to the family of Naomi Judd. Depression is a biatch. It does more than just kill the person that has it. I have made videos on that before. It's down here or up here or around. You watch those videos later on or watch them now, depending on you watch this later on, you want to do whatever. But yeah, my condolences to the family, to the Judd family. That being said, though, now on to today's programming in question. It is entitled, our bugs. Is this the new normal? And I got Battlefield 2042 down there in the bracket for a reason. The prime example, folks, of what happens to any game developer when they decide to create an abomination like that. And I understand people will say, well, Crisis, you don't understand, they had to meet a deadline. No excuse. To give us crappy games is no excuse, folks. I don't care how much expectations they have. The fact of the matter is, people have to understand there's a point where you have to make a decision. You release the halfway game and you hope for the best, or you fix it completely. It ain't just 2042. Games like Halo Infinite suffered another one. That's another mind-numbing situation there. Another mind-numbing situation where you had a year and a half. 343 Studio, Microsoft pushed it on the back burner, put it on the back burner for a year and a half extra. And still, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane to look at it, though, really. It's pretty insane to even think about it. And I think if people really understood what it meant, they would not be doing the crap they're doing. But because of the overall feel of it all, we don't have the understanding of why they do it, other than money. These companies now have all these backers behind them. You call them executives, call them executive board member people, wanting this game, whatever, said game, to create, to make, to steal the show, so to speak, to become the next big thing. Okay? To become the next big thing. And you can't do that by taking forever. And I understand. The years of the decade of the games taking 4 or 5 years are over with. And the sad thing is now with digital distribution being as hot as it is right now, and COVID kind of expedited that tremendously, a lot. Expedited that field a lot. It does go without saying, though. It does go without saying. It does go with the caveat of of resentment and or not say pressure, but more understanding or lack of understanding, if you want to say, with why games take forever to create or to patch up. When you take release a game, Battlefield 2042, for example, and the game's a cluster F of a mess when it launched it. Okay, it's a cluster F. When it came out and released, I got the game for $90 because I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm one of those idiots that bought the damn game for $90 on the 12th of November because I'm a jackass. And that didn't do the homework correctly. Played the beta. It was buggy, but all beta's kind of buggy a little bit, right? But that was a cluster. Anyway, though, the game comes out, and they don't do anything for almost 2 months with it. I mean, every patch is like pulling back of an onion or a lemon. It just doesn't stop. It keeps pulling back the lemon. Like you get the same thing. Like, are we ever going to get to the fruit, or are we going to just keep on pulling back this rind of this damn game that's called Battlefield 2042? Yeah, I know. I think it's so effed up that if they shut down the game next month and just totally get rid of it, I wouldn't be surprised. If they pull out a anthem on the game, so you know what, no longer supporting it is what it is. I would be, yeah, EA will certainly be done with that because Battlefield is one of their naysays. One of their mainstays to their franchise. That's what Battlefield 2042 is. Okay, and that's why you have the things you have. That's why we have the problems we have. That's why we have the issues. That's why we have all this stuff going on here. I think we have a lot more than meets the eye, yes. I think there's a lot more than meets the eye in this situation. I do believe there's a lot more here than what we're actually being told. I believe. Because you can't sit here and tell me that this is because of some high expectations from the gamer side, where every Battlefield game since Battlefield 4, and even somewhat 3, mostly 4, had to have so much patches to just fix it. Battlefield 3 and 2, Bad Company, I didn't play Bad Company much. It didn't have the issues as the other games have that I mentioned. 4, 1, 5, and now 2042. I think if you look at things differently, they remain the same. These companies only care about one thing, the almighty dollar. They don't care about us. They're not in it for us. They're not in it. They'll give us the best time in the world. Even though they should be. They're in it to make as much money they possibly can. And if that means they have to sacrifice a few customers and a dozen employees, may happen, so be it. That's what Battlefield 2042 is doing like game doing now. The bugs are tremendously. Even Horizon 5 has bugs. Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West has bugs. You have bugs in many games, but EA and Dreamworks Studios is usually the ones that are the biggest culprit of all of them. And Ubisoft has bugs, yes. Assassin's Creed games. I just bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Far Cry 6 for $24 each on the Ubisoft store. I downloaded them to my internal SSD. I played Far Cry 6. Not bad. It doesn't look stunning, pleasing to what Far Cry 5 does look like on high settings. So it's probably a little bit of gimp there because the game is more designed for your 2070 Supers and 2080s, what recommended is. How my 2060 doesn't come on the list as recommended or minimal. So it's kind of right in the middle there. But the game still is playable and it's fun to play. But I haven't played Valhalla. I'll probably play it after this. I'll just get started to play it. But the point being, guys, is this. Okay? We have an issue here when it comes to games. The games are we're having issues with games not being 100% when we need them to be. And really, I think what it falls down to, is really understanding what's really coming. Understanding what's happening. And not making an expectation of something that we can't do. See, if Battlefield 2042 said, you know what, guys, our game's going to be crap, don't buy it. They're never going to say that. Battlefield 2042, EA will never tell us, hey, guys, our games are shit, don't buy them. No, they're never going to say that to us. Because then they'll lose every nickel they have and have no money. To be honestly, but sometimes honesty is not always the best policy. Especially when it comes down to it. Sometimes it comes down to the fact that these games have so much bugs in them now that it takes, it took over 100 days for Halo Master Chief Collection to work enough where I can complete Halo 2. I play Halo 2, I pause it, the screen goes black, you can't hear nothing. You hear, but you can't do anything. Or the game was, hey, it needs an update in the middle of a campaign, and you lose all your campaign progress. This is the problem that 3.32 has. And Infinite is now the same way. It's just a different approach to it. They don't have a lot of the game playlists people like, saying Battlefield 2042. Okay, when Battlefield 2042 launched without a scoreboard, voice chat, just plain lobbies, just plain, rent a server. These are basic things that Battlefield had at the beginning of time, practically. Of Battlefield's existence, maybe later on, Bad Company 2 and so on, heard of that. But you kind of know what I'm saying, though. It's something that is really this stupid. And you can't make this stuff up. And have a developer saying, well, you guys have too much expectations. And I'm like, mother heifer. Do you freaking see the fact that every game comes out with you guys is the damn freaking, dumpster fire? Do you see that? Or because I know if I had Twitter, I'd be like, hey, MFer, you're the one who promised all this great, fun, and exciting gameplay, and you guys give us popcorn fart. Why don't you? I'll tell them, well, get off your ass, monkey. Get your ass in there and fix the damn game. So sitting here whining about your feelings and how emotionally drained you are. Maybe a couple kicks in the ass will get you to move a little faster. That right there, folks, something that bothers me. I worked in retail, landscaping, and construction. I dealt with the expectation too high people most of my life, especially in retail and the stores and construction. It's too early. It's 5:30 in the morning. Get your ass to work. Now, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel by things. And I'm not a person who is very quiet when it comes to that kind of crap. I can take a lot of garbage from people. But what I can't take is stupidity from people. Here's to you guys. And it bothers me. Like I said, I know Assassin's Creed games are buggy. But no, they made some of the best titles out there. I know Ubisoft has issues, but Assassin's Creed 3 was great, even if people hated it. 4 was awesome. There are a couple I didn't like. Valhalla, I got it for Christmas, and I bought it again, $24 on Ubisoft site. So I'm going to play it after this video is done. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is this. We have a problem here, and this should not be the normal. We shouldn't accept the fact that every game is going to come out broken and require a month, a year, a decade to fix. If every game came out broken, it took 100 days to fix, then we would have nothing to play. Gaming is a very expensive hobby. It's going to get more expensive because our fearless leader decides to raise taxes on everything and care less about people he's screwing. So-called voters that he says he's going to fight for. But I'm not here for political game. I'm here for computer games. I think the douchebag is an idiot, but whatever. I didn't vote for him. So I have a clean mind. Pure mind, pure thought. I don't worry about that nonsense. But it's who you not always vote for, but it's who you buy games from. And when your experiences in retail at GameStop is bad, and you get a game from EA that's terrible, you feel like you've been punched in the gut and kicked in the balls. Because you gave them money for a game that's garbage. Now you dealt with some idiotic, annoying pest of a mosquito employee who's buzzing around wanting you to buy stupid magazines and crap like that. And I understand what they're doing. But I hardly go to GameStop anymore. I go up to Sam's Club to buy Game Pass or to buy some stuff like that, like Steam cards. It's even cheaper too anyway. Even my $5-6 discount I get from the coupons. But that's a topic for another time. Customer, I'll make that video by eventually customer service, in gaming and how it went down the damn shit, how I stole it. But this is about the bugs in the games. I'm afraid that with the advent of all this instant games we're playing, streaming from Amazon, and of course, now here's to you, Google Stadia. May you rest in peace, you pile of junk. Anyway, though, I kid, guys. I think Stadia had a good promise, but Google has a mindset of a damn freaking, they have a mindset of a, dog chasing a tire or dog chasing a car. They have no clue what they're going to do when they catch it. They just keep chasing it. That's what they do with Stadia. Anyway, though, but no, the advent of Google Stadia that came and went, and Luna, Amazon's actually looking pretty promising. And Game Pass and things like that, though, and even PlayStation Now, that's kind of still a joke. But still, you have things now coming out faster. Like day one, Xbox Game Kills again going to Game Pass Ultimate. Day one, not day 4, day 2. Trying to throw off Belgium. Day 1. Where now every game's gonna be rushed out even more. If you think it's bad now, if you think State of Decay was terrible, and Halo Infinite and Master Collection, man, you wait for what's coming up next on the pike. Because there's no way with Microsoft buying Activision, and they already own Bethesda, and and they're doing a showcase here eventually. That's pretty cool, though. That they're letting Bethesda restrict their muscles. Quit telling them you can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. Hopefully, they'll let Bethesda be Bethesda and not nuke them to neuter into a watered down Halo, and then make games they want to make, and hopefully they sell. Because hell, it's Game Pass Ultimate, why not, right? And they're planning on buying Activision once the government gets done, sniffing around. And they'll own Call of Duty. And of course, what they're going to do with that. They're probably going to, milk it, neuter it, and then, then hang it up and kill it, because this is what they do with franchises. Gears of War, Forza, and Halo. They beaten them so bad that it's almost unrecognizable of these games. Now, Halo and Gears of War are almost so recognizable now because they're not the games of old. So they're going to see Call of Duty and Gears probably, but that's kind of my rant point there. But what I'm saying, guys, is this: there is things coming. They ain't reckon going to happen when gamers like myself who have full-time jobs and yourself too as well. So you know what? This wallet here, this money I got in this wallet here, a bunch of ones and 20s and hundreds, I guess it is. I don't know. I think it is. I get money out every Friday. Anyway, though, money here. I ain't gonna buy your crappy games. No, I'm gonna go casino, or I'm gonna go Dave Buster's, or I'm gonna go to the City Forum, whatever. I'm gonna go do whatever else, right? I ain't gonna buy your crappy games, EA, because I don't have time to beat my head against my table here, wondering why I bought a $90 game that's crap. No, I ain't doing it every time I buy an EA game. And I don't want Game Pass anymore because EA Play on it. Because Titanfall 2 won't download for shit. And Battlefront, hell, the damn Battlefront 2, hell, the damn game is so damn jittery. It was like a 24-hour seizure you're watching happen. I mean, it's just, it's just like, this is what we're paying for. I'm paying $44.99 a month to watch teammates have a seizure over there in a corner because the game is so damn corrupted, or the bugs are just so bad. Is that what it is nowadays? I just feel that games today, are never going to be like are never going to be like and really said that it's never going to be difficult to understand this. And I think if people actually believed in what they talked about, believed that what they wanted to make great games and produce great work, we wouldn't have all this crap. We wouldn't have problems. We wouldn't have the games looking like garbage. And I understand bugs are going to happen. You're going to have code line to code, and you're buying games digitally, you buy games physically. Yes, you're going to have issues. And I understand that. What I don't understand is why people are just walking around, oh, this is normal. No, it's not normal. Buying this game like this is not normal, folks. I'm sorry to tell you this. But buying this game in this state is not normal. It's not normal. It's destructive. It doesn't make no damn sense whatsoever. I think it turned off people to buying consoles and or gaming PCs. Who am I gonna buy a $500 gaming console or go out and go spend $1,700 on a brother-in-law to build me a gaming rig if all the games I'm playing are all tore up and not working in order? See what I'm saying now? No, it becomes an issue, folks. But I think we'll get there when we get there. I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to play some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. My gamer tag Crisis 169 on PlayStation. Mostly on Xbox PC. PC's Crisis 1691. On Ubisoft's Crisis 169. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.